Hello friends, welcome back to our channel. So today we'll discuss about one more concept in R language, that is the data types. So in our previous session we have discussed about the variables, so which holds some data. So here the complete data is categorized in different ways. So each category we call it as a data type. Right. So now the data is categorized as a numeric, that means a numeric data, integer data, complex data, character, and logical data. So numeric data means all the decimal values comes in under this numeric data, including the whole numbers, right? So for example, if it is a numeric data, so this is a decimal, and example, let us take some 10.5, so that is a decimal value, and even 10, it is also a whole number. Everything comes under the numeric, and this is the default. I mean, default means all the number data types. Okay, all the numbered type is initially taken as a numeric data type. Okay, see, not a default, we can say it as a number. Okay, by default, if you assign any number to a variable, that will be defined as a numeric data type. So we know that assigning a value to a variable, some a is equal to some 10, or a leftward 10, right? That means a is stored under a name a, right? So here the data type of a is numeric. For example, a is equal to 3.5, okay, or a 3.5. So here also the data type is numeric. So by default, if you assign any number value to a variable, that will be considered as a numeric data type. See, the next one is an integer. So we know that integers are only the whole numbers. So the decimal points will not be accepted in these integers, right? So how can we differentiate this 10 as a numeric or integer? So all the integers will be having L as an end of a number, which indicates the integer. For example, so 10 L, this is an integer data type. So if you are assigning some a is equal to 10, that will be a numeric. Data type. If the same thing a is equal to 10L, that will be integer data type. So if you want to declare or store a variable as an integer specifically, we have to use this L indication. So L is to represent the number is integer. Right? So that is the main difference among this numeric and integer. So that's why I have said that if you assign any value, by default the data type will be a numeric if it is a number. Right? So if you want to store the integer, just use a L. Right? Next, complex. So we know that complex numbers, right? Complex numbers are the numbers which are having the real part and the imaginary parts, right? So a real part and imaginary. So example, we can say it as some a is equal to 3 plus 2i. So here I is nothing but an imaginary part and 3 is nothing but our real part. So this type of numbers we call it as a complex data type. And the character, this is nothing but a strings. So group of characters or an individual character, everything comes under this character data type. So strings or characters. Strings or characters. So which we can call it as a strings. So actually the characters, a group of characters, we call it as a string. And what is a character? So every key in the keyboard can be considered as a characters. So we can consider, say I'll write here, characters. So A to Z, capital A to capital Z, symbols 0 to 9, okay, everything. So whatever the key we are observing in the keyboard, everything comes under this character, and a group of characters we call it as a string. So we are saying that 0 to 9 is also a string. So how can we differentiate? So if I write as a 5, how can we know that the data type of this particular value, is it a string or is it a character or integer or a numeric? So if it is 5, then it will be numeric, and if it is 5L, it is integer. And if the 5 is enclosed in single quotations or double quotations, that will comes under character. Alright, so every character must be enclosed in a single quotation or a double quotations. So this is called a characters. For example, write down R programming. R programming. So this is nothing but a group of characters. So we have seen symbols are also comes under the character. So here we are having some symbol, and this must be enclosed in double quotations or a single quotations. Then only this will be considered as a character data type. Okay, character data type. So the last one is a logical. So logical data type is a special data type which will be having only two values, either true or false. So usually we call it as a Boolean data type, right? So it will result only true or false, right? So these are the basic data types which are available in R programming. And one more important point is R programming is a dynamically typed language. So dynamic typed language, dynamic typed. So what is this dynamic typed? So dynamic typed means we need not declare any variable explicitly. So directly we can assign a value to the variable, and based upon the type of value which we are assigning to a variable, the data type will be assigned to that particular variable. For example, if you consider here some A is equal to 5, now what is the data type of A? So here the data type of A is a numeric data type, because 5 is a numeric data type. For example, if B is equal to ABC, now the data type of B is a character data type. Character data type, because so we are giving some group of characters enclosed in single quotations. So you can be enclosed in single quotations or double quotations. Okay, that doesn't issue. And similarly, some C is equal to 3L. So obviously the number ends with L, which indicates the integer. So C will be the integer data type. Now, how can we know the data type of that particular variable? So in R programming, we are having a function called type of. Type of. So this type of function will give the data type of a particular variable which passes to this particular function. If you want to know the data type of A, simply you can give type of A. So automatically it will return the data type of this particular variable. And one more important thing, so we will call all these as an objects. So the data type of object A will be a numeric data type, and the data type of object B will be a character data type, and similarly the data type of object C will be the integer data type. So like that, so we need not declare the variable with a specific data type explicitly. So we are not declaring any variable. So based upon the value assigned to that particular variable, the data type will be defined there. So such type of thing we call it as a dynamic typed language. Dynamic typed language. Right? So hope you understood the basic data types available in R programming. So numeric, integer, complex, character and logical, and there is a slight difference among this numeric and integer. So see, the numeric comes with the decimal values as well as the whole numbers, and integer comes with the only whole numbers with L, specifying with L. L indicates the integer value. Right? So hope you understood this one. Let us stop here. And if you are having any doubts regarding this concept, feel free to post your doubts in the comment section. Definitely I will try to clarify all your doubts. And if you really enjoyed my session, like my session, share my session with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching. Thank you very much.